Hey everyone, it's Jean Marie, and I was cutting a tomato and thought this would be a good opportunity to give a gardening tip for people that want to grow their own tomatoes or don't necessarily want to spend money on buying seeds and actually just use store-bought tomatoes. So I went ahead and saved some of the seeds that I cut a tomato, and as you can see, there's these seeds from the tomato, very watery. So what you want to do is actually you can just pick up some of the tomatoes that I know is kind of gross, and you actually just kind of smear it. Now there's another way that you can do this that takes more time. You can put it in a cup, put some water in the cup, and go ahead and let it settle, and you shake it, and then the next day you kind of pour out the pulp. But what I've noticed, it doesn't really matter that much. You can just try to get as much of the pulp stuff off and separate the seeds, smear it on a paper towel. Now this is what it looks like when it's dried, like about 2 days later. And then you can actually remove the seeds by just gently picking them up like this. And then that seed. So as you can see, the seed will kind of peel off, and you will just put that in soil. Okay, so taking seeds, these are the ones that dried overnight, and putting them into the soil. What I use is these Jiffy pellet refills. They're much more affordable than actually buying a whole kit. I bought this at Home Depot for under $4. So when you first get them, it looks like this. You put them in some water and they expand to this. So what I've done is I've kind of just peeled back some of the soil. Peel back a couple. I want to put probably about 2 seeds. Go ahead and place them in and cover them with soil. And 2 more right there. I went ahead and moved outside so it'd be a little easier to see. So I went ahead and took the rest of the seeds, put them in the soil. I would recommend when you're using these little pellets, don't rip the netting, because that is what's going to keep the soil inside. I am expecting these to come up probably within a week. It takes about, I think, 7 to 10 days for them to start to sprout. And I'm going to put them in direct sunlight. So this is what they look like. They're about 3 weeks. And I'm actually really impressed that almost every seed, I put 2 or 3 in each pod, and as you can see, they've all grown. This is some of the romaine lettuce that I grew. I bought a tray of romaine lettuce. I let it flower, then I took the flowers, they almost look like dandelion seeds, and I waited the next year and planted them, and as you can see, they've all come up too. So I would say the tomatoes and the lettuce, lettuce plant, if you let it seed, grow very nicely. Okay, well, thank you for watching. And remember, like, I just went to a regular store, bought some tomatoes, and after cutting it up, took the seeds, dried them out, and planted them.